Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to A Marie Cards. Today we are continuing with our lovely little series into the Major Arcana in Tarot. Like I explained in the very first video that involved the Fool. If you haven't seen that one, I'll put the card in the corner before the end of this video so you can go back and check out that one, because that kicks off the entire series. But I explained that I'm going to be going over each of the Major Arcana cards, and then if it seems like people are interested, I will go through the Minor Arcana cards as well. But I think the Major Arcana are super important to a big part of understanding the Tarot and how it works. So we are now going into the second card, which is actually labeled as card number 1, because if you remember with the Fool is labeled card 0. So number 1 is the Magician. I absolutely love this card. It has a really great meaning and theme to it. So with the Fool, of course, that's when we first start off on our journey and we're setting off and we have high hopes and we're just like, let's do this. The Magician, whenever it pops up in a reading that I do, it's kind of a reminder to myself or to the people that I'm reading for that you have everything that you need within you. You have everything that you need in order to complete this journey. And I think considering that we're just starting at the beginning of the journey, this is a really great card to have pop up and have at the beginning. If you notice, our lovely little elfin witch, wizard, or warlock here has all 4 of the minor suits, the Minor Arcana suits, represented in their card. You have the swords, you have the pentacles, you have the cups, and you have the wands. This further kind of pushes that idea and confirms that idea that this wizard here, this magician, this witch, has everything that they need in order to be able to succeed. So whenever you see this card pop up, it's kind of the universe, God, the divine source, whatever you want to call it, kind of reminding you, hey, you have everything that you need in order to be able to do this. As I like to say, you are the master and commander of your ship. This is kind of a reminder that this is really good one to pop up if you've been feeling as if you didn't have control over things going on in your life, or that you're wondering, hey, you know, am I going to really be able to pull this off? To get this card is kind of the universe kind of winking at you saying, yeah, you got everything you need. Of course, if you find the card in reverse, like I said, I personally don't usually do reverse cards, but a lot of people do. So if you get this card in reverse, of course, it means kind of the opposite. It may mean, hey, maybe, kind of tying into what we talked about with the Fool in reverse, maybe you need to stop and gather some more things. Or maybe you need to stop and reconsider, is this the right course of action? Or maybe you need to stop and see, do you actually have everything that you need in order to be able to move forward? Do you need to go collect some more things? Do you need some help from other people? Are there people around that are willing to assist? So if you get it in reverse, it could mean that you're kind of missing something or you're overlooking something. It could also sometimes mean, I'm actually getting this little download right now. It could also kind of mean that, hey, there may be a message from Spirit that you're missing. That like, hey, there's something else here that you need to get real quick before you're gonna have everything. So of course, when you're starting on a journey, you're like the Fool card, you're super excited and you're ready to go. And then the Magician card is making sure you have everything that you need in order to be able to move forward on that journey and start on your way. So again, the fact that upright, the Magician has everything that they need in order to move forward means that, of course, you know, they can move forward and know that they're secure and ready to go. This is a really great self-esteem card and a great, I guess you could say like a U card. Whenever I do readings for myself, whenever this pops up, it's very reassuring for me. No matter what deck, all of the decks, whenever you see this card, they will always have the Magician facing forward, and they will always have all 4 of the Minor Arcana suits represented in the card. That's kind of a must for the Magician card. That's one great thing I love about Tarot, is that there are so many different themes that can be expressed through Tarot, and as we go through the year, you're going to see that from me, because right now in January we're using this one, the Cute Chibi Tarot. When we get to February, I'm going to pick a different Tarot deck to continue. So you're going to get to see a bunch of different Tarot cards as we go through this series, and even as we do the weekly readings, because once I switch up in February, I'm also going to be switching up the deck that I use for the weekly readings. So over the course of 12 months, you're going to get to see 12 different examples of different types of tarot cards and the different themes that they can have. And who knows, you may find one that you actually really like. I know a lot of people really like this one because it's cute and kind of anime manga based. It's kind of vibe, and a lot of people liked that. So I said, sure, we'll do this to kick off. We'll kick off January with this one. So yes, again, very positive card to get. Again, kind of means that you have everything you need in order to move forward, and you can kind of go full speed ahead. I also say kind of look at as always, look at the cards that pop up around, especially if it comes up in the reverse. Look at the cards that come up around it, because they may be able to give you a hint on what you're missing or what you may be overlooking. Like maybe it's kind of that feeling of can't see the forest through the trees kind of situation. And sometimes maybe something that's right in front of your face, just like hers are right in front of her, but or her or him or they, because I can't really tell with this one. I actually like the fact that you can't tell if this is he, she, or they, so I'll just say they. Right in front of them, they can see everything in front of them. So if it's reversed, look at the cards around and see if there is an indication of what may be missing or what message you may have overlooked or maybe underestimating, and that may include yourself. This also could mean that you're underestimating yourself. You're not giving yourself enough credit if you see this in reverse. Like, hey, you may be more prepared for this than you think. And again, if you just pull this card by itself, ask for clarification if you get it in reverse. Ask and say, hey, what is it that I'm missing? Is it something with me? Is it something external? What can I do to kind of get ready and improve? If you get it right side up, again, reminder from the universe, you are the master and commander of your ship. I think it's just a great card in general to just have as a reminder. Even if you just have like a copy of it just sitting up on a, in your purse or on a calendar or on a board, in front of you, just to kind of remind you. The Fool to kind of remind you that you're on a great journey and you're stepping out, and the Magician to remind you that you are the master and commander of your ship and of your journey. And that's kind of it. Like I said, this is a really good card to kind of pull. And like I said, all of them are any version of the Magician is gonna have all four of those suits, because again, it means mastery of all four of these different aspects of tarot, or aspects of just life in general. Of course, remembering that each of these represent a different aspect. Mind, physical, matters like career, money, things like that, heart, emotions, and then passion and ideas, basically. So yeah, that is the Magician card. Thank you so much for checking in. Next week we'll be going to the card number 2, which is actually the third card, but it's going to be labeled card number 2. And I look forward to sharing that one with you. That's going to be a little bit deeper. The next card is going to be a wee bit deeper. So it may go a little bit longer. I try to keep these around like 8 to 9 minutes tops, because I know people have things to do. So yeah, and again, if you wanted to know, this is the cute Chibi Tarot deck. Really cute deck. I think it's a good starter deck for someone if they want to do a tarot. I'll also show some other decks through the course of the year that are just ones that I've collected over the years. I have way too many. Maybe one day if people ask, I may do like a, show off your decks kind of thing, where I'll show you all the different decks that I have, because it's a lot and I'm running out of space for them. So anyway, again, thank you so much for joining me today. Glad I could share a little bit about the Magician card with you. And I will see you next week for the next card in the series. You all take care and be blessed. Bye.